Time for my sporting heroes with Tungsten Tails and Unicorn Darts. They were joined by Carl Anderson. Carl, let's have your first one.
I'd say Kathy Freeman.
Kathy Freeman.
No, I met her, say, when I was about 8 years old. She was doing they were doing a couple of races out in Perth, and me, Mum, Dad, Bo, all went out, and she took the time out to actually say hello to us. And back then, it's when Kathy Freeman was in her prime, and just getting towards Olympic stage. And no, for her to just take time out and say good day to us, it meant the world. What
is it like, obviously, seeing her achieve what she achieved? It must have been an amazing thing to be an Australian and to have someone like that as your sporting hero.
I mean, not just her being Australian, but her being Aboriginal as well. Running on a bigger stage that you can, it's like our world champs being the Sydney Olympics and what she did. And not that she wouldn't have stood out in whatever she wore, but the outfit that she wore made her stand out more, and for her to have the guts to wear that and actually win the race out the way she did, it was brilliant. It was a good moment for us.
Perfect choice then for number one. About number two?
Number two will be Anthony Mundine, Australian boxer, been a world champion before. Now he's just everything about him. He may come across on TV as most boxers do, smart mouth, they talk a lot of stuff and game before the fight, but behind all that, he's down to earth. He sponsored me for a while on the tour back in Australia. Let me come stay with him for a bit, and just him and all of his entourage they just did everything for us.
So, man, as well as knowing him, you hugely respect him.
Yeah, well, what he's done, mate, the money hasn't really gone to his head. He's still behind everything. He's still down to earth. I suppose the way he talks on TV is the ticket sales, but other than that, he's willing to do anything and everything for you.
Oh, man, right. Number three, last one.
Number three, it was a bit of a contemplating three. This one, I'd probably say Carl Vanderkart, Australian Olympic hurdler. Same time I met Kathy Freeman, I met Carl, and as soon as he finished his race, he came straight to the gate and spoke to me. And then I met him about 10 years after, and he still remembered who I was. So for a guy to travel like what he's done and to remember who I was, you just can't put a thing on that. You think because they meet a lot of kids through the years, and for him to remember me when I got older, and no, it just means a lot.
Do you use those sort of three people as inspiration for when you're playing?
I mean, the diversities we've been through as a people are Aboriginal. All three of them are Aboriginal Australians. So the challenges that we face, we've all been through together at one point in time in our life, and just the way they handled it, I want to put myself in the way they've handled it to the way I handled it. I mean, and to represent our people the way we do, it's just something that you can't really put a price on that. No.
Carl, thanks a lot, mate. Cheers, appreciate that. There you go, my sporting heroes with Carl Anderson, Tungsten Tails and Unicorn Darts, keeping you at the sharp end of world darts.